Hey guys, I'm Ajjoub, and Samsung just announced a bunch of new phones that we didn't know anything about. All the rumors and leaks were true, of course, as usual. I got my hands on the S20 Ultra, the S20 Plus, and the S20, and I tried them out, played with them a bit. And this video is my thoughts about them, whether you should buy one of them or not, and are they worth your money or not. And I'm gonna speak from a phone/mobile filmmaking perspective, plus a random person that wants to buy a new phone perspective, if that makes any sense. So at the beginning of 2020, I started to make phone filmmaking tutorials and how you can get the most out of your phone. It's focused a lot about filmmaking, of course, but we also dive in photography, phone video editing, phone photo editing, and trying out new smartphones just like today. So this is the first year that Samsung annoyed me a lot. If you think that I'm an iPhone user, no, I'm not. My first phone ever was Samsung. It was a flip phone. Talking about the Z Flip in a bit. My first smartphone was Samsung. My phone right now is Samsung. My last phone was Samsung. I love Samsung and I love what they do with their smartphones. Their panels are great. They have a lot of features. I love like almost everything about it. But this year, I'm really annoyed that Samsung put a gimmicky stuff in their smartphone. And I'm talking about 8K and the 100 times zoom. Okay, the 8K is the first gen on smartphones. I get that, but the 100 times zoom, believe me, it's not, oh my god, I tried it out. It's so ridiculous. It's so annoying. It doesn't make any sense. You can't distinguish what you're zooming in at. I mean, it is a good zoom lens, but not to 100. I mean, 50 to 100, it's just gimmicky stuff and marketing stuff to get you to buy it. You're not gonna even use it. I'm so pissed at Samsung that they're doing such thing. What I mean by a phone filmmaking perspective, for me, when I wanted to buy a device that has a good camera for photos, videos, and I can edit my photos and videos on them, plus I can manage all my live things from Instagram, emails, and even YouTube channel. At the time, it would have cost me a lot. And I chose to buy a smartphone because it has all of that in one place. It's not great as a camera or as a laptop, but it gets the job done and it gets it done really well. Smartphone cameras and smartphones are getting really good. And I believe that you can do all of that in one place. And that's what I'm trying to do. But the S20 starts at $1,000. I mean, that's insane. You're not getting huge benefit out of the cameras or out of the smartphone itself. You can get with the S10 or even the S9 a lot of great quality videos, photos, and you can edit them even smoothly on your smartphone. There's no single reason to buy the S20 or the S20 Plus or the S20 Ultra. Yes, they have great cameras, great panels, great specs, but at that price point, I don't think they're worth it. You might think, what about the 8K? It's double the 4K that you're getting with any other smartphone. Yes, it's an 8K. I tried it out. It's very crisp, not as crisp as an 8K camera, but what you're gonna use it for? No one is watching 4K nowadays. What about 8K? I think if you wanna get a device, especially a smartphone that has a good camera and you can edit, manage all your videos and photos and stuff in your life in one place, then I recommend you still get the S10e or the iPhone 11. You can pass this year on the S20 or the S20 Plus or the S20 Ultra, and we'll see what Samsung will bring next year. And yes, that's a phone filmmaking perspective, but that's also a random dude that wants to buy a new phone perspective. Now about that Galaxy Z Flip. It's the only thing that Samsung put out this year that is, that's nice. At first, when I thought about the flipping thing, I said, well, that's boring. Like, why would you do that? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If you want to get it in your pocket, it's gonna get thicker. But when they put out in the keynote what you can do with the flip, and I'm talking from a phone filmmaking perspective, to be able to put your phone and shoot something without a tripod, that's amazing. How many times you wanted to put your phone to get a group shot and you put that timer and you don't know where to put the phone? You started to build some stuff to put the phone and to get the shot. Now you can just bend it over and get the shot. From a phone filmmaking perspective, that's awesome, that's very useful, but still the price point of the Z Flip doesn't give it a reason to buy it. If it was for 800, 700, I would have recommended this for you from a phone filmmaking perspective. But at 1300 bucks, I don't even recommend it to anyone. Unless you have a hole in your pocket and you don't mind about money, then get the hell out of it. Samsung, I'm sorry, but it's not your year. But if you want me to buy the phone and show you that it is actually not worth it, then leave a comment down below. I'll do the paying and you'll do the watching, and I'm gonna show you how not worth it the S20s are. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget that life is all about love and dance. See you.